What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Trapfish Aquatics. Today I'm going to be doing a budget aquarium heater review for you guys. The aquarium heater is probably one of the more expensive components you're going to be putting into your aquarium, and it's also the most likely one to fail because every aquarium heater is only going to have a certain amount of heating cycles that it can have before the heater dies. So it is something that's going to have to be replaced usually every few years. But heaters can fail any time between the time you plug it in and 30 years from now. But most of the heaters that I have usually fail within 1 to 5 years, but there are some instances of heaters failing sooner than that. So I always advocate for purchasing a heater that you can afford to replace yearly, something that is going to work well, be cost effective, and if you have to replace it, it doesn't cost you a small fortune to be able to replace it. So I've actually been testing an aquarium heater for about the past 6 months that I found, and it is very budget friendly. One heater retails for a 300 watt heater retails for $17, and you can buy a pair of them online for $23. So the price is very appealing, especially since for $23 you can actually purchase your main heater and already have a spare one in case the main one fails. So to me that was very appealing for $23. And the heater that I'm talking about is the CNZ Aquarium heater. Now, it's definitely not a name brand here in the United States. I purchased this off Amazon. And if you guys are interested after this review in purchasing one of these, I will leave a link in the description down below so you guys can check this heater out and pick one up for yourself if you feel like it might work for you. So basically right now I just want to tell you guys a little bit about it. Currently I have 4 of these running, and I've had them running for the past 6 months. I have one in my guppy tank, one in my red devil tank, I have one in the planted aquarium in my dining room, and I also have one in my wife's goldfish tank to keep the temperature stabilized at 72 degrees. And all of those have been running for 6 months, and not a single one has failed. Every single one is spot on with temperature. Now, I do recommend that you use a thermometer to monitor your temperature for your heaters. Just in case the dial setting is off a little bit, you can adjust it in so that it's the proper temperature. Don't just go based off what the heater says that it's set to, because it may not be 100% accurate. But for the 4 of them that I'm currently running, all of them are exactly on whatever temperature I set it to is what the aquarium is. So I'm very happy with that. They are fully submersible. I do have all of them under the water completely. It says on here that they're fully submersible, but they do have pictures on here showing, you know, don't lay them down, don't put them at 45 degrees, keep them standing up with the top of the heater out of the water. But it does say it's a submersible heater. So I took the risk and put them under the water, 45 degrees, flat, you know, all the things they tell you not to do, and they still work perfectly fine. I think this is just to cover their butt, but you know, always follow the manufacturer's recommendations. But I've been running 4 of these for 6 months. Every single one is spot on with temperature. All of the temperatures are accurate, and I haven't had a single failure. And at the price point of these heaters, they are very, very appealing if you're on a budget and trying to keep an aquarium. Obviously, $16 for a 300 watt heater is very cheap. And obviously the smaller sizes down from that are going to be even cheaper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this box up, I'm going to show you guys this heater, and then I'll show it to you in my aquariums, and that'll basically be the video. So what we're going to do, this is the 300 watt model. I actually have this one that I haven't opened, as well as one other one, because these are my backup heaters, right? So I have these on the side in case one of my other heaters fails. And honestly, what's funny is all of my name brand heaters are the ones that are failing before this one. I've had a Fluval fail, I've had a Eheim Jaeger fail, I've had an Aqueon Pro fail, I've had my regular Aqueons fail. So all of those have failed in the same time that I've been running these, and these are still going. So I'm very impressed with these heaters. So we'll go ahead, we'll open this up here. Very simple packaging, as you can see. You know, it's just got the picture of the heater there, submersible heater. a little bit of a picture instructions and written instructions. And then it also tells you on the side here the sizes of the heater, which they have 50, 100, 200, and 300 watt. It tells you the recommended tank sizes, and so on and so forth, how many hertz they run, how many volts, blah, blah, blah. So we'll go ahead and pull the heater out of here. The packaging is very simple, right? But it works very well at making sure that this heater does not get bounced around inside of the box. So essentially you've got your instructions here, and you have this piece of cardboard that they have wrapped around the heater, right? And they actually have the suction cups hooked up to the heater so the heater won't move around, and they've got the suction cups through it, so when you take it out, it just slips out, and that's it. That's all that's in the box. I have not had a single one of these, even being shipped through Amazon, through FedEx, UPS, United States Postal Service. Not a single one of them is broken. I've even had boxes with dents in them, and the heaters are perfectly fine. So the packaging is surprisingly good for what it is. And overall, these things must be pretty strong if they're able to withstand all of that. So looks like we've got 6 coils in the 300 watt. It's a full-size heater. You're probably looking at about 14 to 16 inches in overall length. You have a dial on top that you can adjust your heat level with, and you can see the heat level rise and fall on the internal thermostat. And it is a 2-prong heater, so you do not have a ground there, so that's one thing. Not all heaters have 3 prongs, but the more expensive ones sometimes do. This is a 2-prong, nothing wrong with that. And then obviously you have your suction cups to mount it in the aquarium. Overall, very simple, you know, not super eye-catching or fancy. It does have an on-off light, so while it is heating your aquarium, the light is on. When it's not, the light is off. But overall, for the price point, how these work, the reliability so far, in my point of view, these are excellent heaters. So I'm going to take you guys, I'm going to show you guys what these look like in the aquarium, show you that they're running, and show you that I am using them. And that'll pretty much be the video. So I'm going to show you guys something that my one bristlenose plico does before I show you those heaters, because it's pretty funny, and I've thought she's been dead a couple times, but she just lays in her cave upside down on her back. So I'll show you guys that video here, and then we'll show you the heaters. So in this tank you can actually see I have it set to about 76 degrees, and if we look down here, you're probably not going to be able to see it on here, but on this thermometer that's laying on the bottom here, it is also right on 76 degrees. I have it down at the bottom to make sure that we're getting enough flow from the heater across, and that it's not just heating the upper level, and it's also heating lower, so it is 76 degrees. Alright guys, so that is my review on the CNZ Aquarium heater. Like I said, big fan, really good price point. For me, they've been reliable, they work fairly well. Temperatures are right on, haven't had any failures in 6 months. And honestly, for the price of $23 for 2 300 watt heaters, in my opinion, it was worth taking the risk on a cheaper heater to see if it was actually something that might be good. And overall, pleasantly surprised. I'm very happy with these, and as my other heaters start dying out, I am going to be purchasing more of these to replace them, as long as they keep working for me flawlessly. If I do end up having a problem with these heaters and they all start failing on me out of nowhere for some reason, I will make an update video on these heaters, letting you guys know what's going on. So for now, thank you guys for watching Traffish Aquatics. Like I said, links for these heaters and other things down in the description down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.